I'm hearing the same question from my O Universe community. What does your inner authentic voice sound like? It's a difficult question to answer with a concrete description. How would you answer this question in just one sentence? When I asked others who I know follow their inner authentic voice, they say, it's hard to describe. It's just the feeling I get. It's my gut feeling. It's different from what my head says to me. Or they say, you just know that's the answer. For some of you who don't follow your inner authentic voice, also known as your intuition, and need to know what it sounds like so you can work to recognize it in yourself to find your true north, this episode is for you. You can also check out my first blog episode on what your inner authentic voice can do for you. Hi, I'm Regina C. Minier, ex-corporate pharma leader turned entrepreneur. In 2009, I decided to take a big leap into the unknown and embarked on a journey to following my intuition, or what I now call my inner authentic voice. Through all the lessons learned, I have taken my personal and professional journey and created a simple roadmap to find your true north through the power of your own inner authentic voice. By using these tools and practices, you'll discover fulfillment, joy, and reassurance in making your own life's important decisions. It is no coincidence we have found each other. Hello, friends of O Universe. Welcome back to this week's vlog. Before we jump into today's topic, to clearly describe what the inner authentic voice sounds like, know that I'm developing a digital course to help you find your true north. In the meantime, to get a jump start, I really suggest that you download my free guide, a 3-step framework to tapping into your inner authentic voice. You can grab it at o-universe.com. If you are seeking your true north aligned to what you were born to be, your divine role aligned to your inner authentic self, then it will be necessary to know how to hear and feel your inner authentic voice. Many of the women I know have their lives and careers planned out, often making decisions very logically and based on society's or cultural expectations. There is no sense of feeling or joy in the decision-making process. One day you may wake up and find yourself not really happy or satisfied. You may have enough financial security and maybe more time to reflect on what you really want to do, but you feel maybe a little lost. The challenge then becomes, well, how did I get here? And what do I really want to do now? You may know what you don't want to do, but you don't know what you want to do. That will be fulfilling and aligned to your true calling to bring you the most joy. You begin to ask friends and colleagues for advice, feeling like you need to try different things, or maybe you've done that and still can't find what you are looking for. You feel maybe unsatisfied, a little uncomfortable, uncertain. You may begin to seek out some of the stuff you've been hearing about, trusting your gut, maybe the law of attraction, and maybe watching the movie Secrets. But you're skeptical by it all. Can I trust it or believe it? Is the question in your mind. You may feel fearful about exploring what you really desire and not sure how to get there. Let's clear up a few points. Your inner authentic voice, also known as your gut feeling, sixth sense, inner knowing, will never steer you wrong. It will always lead you to the best outcome for you and all around you. The most joy you can imagine. The outcome is beyond what you could ever imagine for yourself. Tapping into your inner authentic voice is the telephone to communicating with your authentic self. So to know where you need to head to be at peace and trust that you are in the right place will require that you learn how to hear and feel your inner authentic voice or your intuition. So to know what it feels and sounds like, let's describe what it isn't first. It isn't logical reasoning from your personality's thoughts or mind. It isn't fear-based thoughts or self-limiting thoughts that comes from your ego narrative. It isn't the voice in your internal dialogue that pressures you to do something based on cultural, family, or religious expectations. Naturally, you may recognize your inner authentic voice as the voice that tells you when something is not safe. It is an instinctual feeling to get you out of an unsafe environment, such as maybe don't park your car there, or wait before you drive through that intersection. Your inner authentic voice is a feeling that comes through when you are faced with an important decision you have to make. It is indescribable for most. Some call it a gut feeling. It is a feeling described as a nudge, a pull towards something. For me, it's a nagging feeling to do something or not to do something that persists in my chest and deep in my gut. And when it says not to go a certain direction, like for me, continuing to seek other roles in corporate, it showed up as an absence of feeling. There was no excitement. It was no longer calling me or nudging me. It was, I don't feel like doing this anymore kind of feeling. It was more than a feeling of indifference. It felt like going through the motions, and at some point, continuing down the path you think you should be on becomes a disagreement between your inner authentic self and your logical personality's desires. If you are in tune with it, once you recognize what you don't want and you try to go back to that, your inner authentic voice will tell you by feeling dissatisfied, sometimes sick to your stomach, or even soul crushing because your mind tries to reason you out of your calling. To begin to find your true north, it is important to hear and feel your IAV, also known as your intuition, to find direction. It's about finding your joy to find what you were called to do. Start by looking back on your experiences. Reflect on your decisions, how you made them, and what was the outcome. Seek the feelings you felt when you made really good decisions that produced the best outcome. Next, ask a question to your inner authentic self. Ask her or him what actually lights you up. Listen for the answer that comes from deep within you. Then ask your personality self, have we been doing this thing that lights us up on a regular basis? If not, why not? Start thinking how you can incorporate it into your schedule more to find your joy. When you live in the energy of your own joy, then it makes it much easier to clearly hear your inner authentic voice, to receive random thoughts that drop into your internal dialogue and give you direction and guidance. You can start your journey to your true north by identifying your own inner authentic voice. What does it sound and feel like to you? How would you describe it? To learn more about finding your true north through the power of your own inner authentic voice, go to my website, o-universe.com, and see the free guide at the bottom of the page. If you would like to step into the flow of what's available to you, feel free to drop a note below, or better yet, join our Facebook community to engage with kindred spirits. Until next time, love and light to you all.